Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hello, and welcome to DETV, the mostly weekly show where we talk about Dice Envy Dice. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope wonderfully. It's no longer Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, so I'm doing swell. It was a fun, very active weekend. I hope you guys all got your orders in if you're looking to stock up on gifts for your friends or your family or anyone, your cat. Yeah, it was a good weekend. We had a good weekend. It was busy, but good. Okay, let's jump into. So today we're going to talk about new things and not sales anymore, which is wonderful. We are talking about a promo, but we're not talking about sales, which is wonderful. We're not going to do any more brand new dice drops through the rest of the year. It's just how our schedule goes. So we won't have any brand new dice drops to talk about, but we will talk about what we're doing this month, which is planning for next year, 2026. More specifically, like second quarter and beyond next year, because first quarter had to be figured out like months ago in order for it to happen. Yeah, so let's get into it. Yesterday we sent out a newsletter and talked about subscription boxes. We talk about subscription boxes here on the channel all the time because they're our bread and butter. They are the first thing that Dice Envy was. So we strive hard to keep it up and keep it going strong. And in an effort to incentivize signing up, we are offering a free adventure kit if you sign up for any prepaid Dice subscription box in either the month of November, which is gone, or this month, December. So essentially we offer our subscription box in a 3, 6, and 12 prepaid plan options. So you pay for 3 months and then you get those 3 months, but you get them each month. And it's just a way to save a little bit of money on the total cost and lock in 3, 6, or 12 months worth of awesome dice. So the deal we're running this month is if it's a prepaid plan that you sign up for this month, if you cancel your monthly and re-sign up as a prepaid, technically that counts and there's no way I can stop you. You will receive an adventure kit which includes a dice tray, a dice bag, combat tracking pad, stickers, temporary tattoo. It's like altogether about $60 worth of stuff. And it's all like gear stuff. So no actual additional dice, but everything else that you need in order to have a good time with your dice. So that's that. So in the newsletter, we like break it down here, everything that's involved. So make sure you check that out. If you go on our website, there's a banner up right now that matches this banner. You can click on it and get all the nitty gritty details. Yeah. And then here's the 3 sub boxes. A reminder that we have sub boxes in 7, 10, and metal. 7-piece, 10-piece, and metal sets. So, what does the sub box look like? Well, I just got in November's sub box, which we always ship during like the last week of the month is what we aim for. Are they made from actual vegans? No, Fair and Coon. They are not. We had trouble sourcing actual vegans for our vegan trays, so instead they're made with, I have no idea how they make fake leather, but I'm sure it's some form of plastic. But it's good quality and it feels nice on the hand. So yesterday, I think, I got in the November sub box dice. I get one of each, the 7-piece, the 10-piece, and the metal monthly. I call it quality control, but it's also just me getting dice because I work here. So let's take a look quickly at what November's dice looked like so that you can get an idea of what our subscription boxes are like. So you'll receive a bubble mailer, which I threw away and don't have here. And inside that bubble mailer will be a velvet bag. It's very soft. It's very lovely. It has a Dice Envy logo on it. It's like a heat-pressed gold foil. Actually varying colors, and we have a lot of fun ordering these bags. We just ordered some new ones to come in for the beginning of next year, which I'm very excited about because they're brand new colors. Anyway, off topic. This is our 7-piece set, so you'll get this little bag, and inside you'll get a 7-piece set. I picked the exact wrong tray for today's 7-piece set reveal because they are black dice. You can see them. But yeah, they're a black standard 7-piece set with blue. That's like a light blue. It's not as teal. It's more like a cyan blue. Inking, and yeah, pretty standard, pretty simple. But what's great about our 7-piece sub box sets is that, one, they're affordable, and they're everything that you need to play any of your standard TTRPG games. So they're the perfect fit for someone looking to just like amass dice on a budget. These also come with a card in your delivery. Dylan takes a photo, puts our logo on top of it, prints out a card. Maria names it and gives it cool copy. This one is Icy Deep. I'll go ahead and read this one. If you like your toes, we'd advise you don't dip them into this month's offering, no matter how tempting it may be. Besides, there's no telling what's lurking down there. Very creepy. So this is Icy Deep, and it's a 7-piece set of black and blue dice. So the card always comes with, typically comes with, there have been exceptions, but very few. And you get your little bag. So that's all for a 7-piece set, which is, I think, $9.99 a month, and then less if you sign up for multiple months at a time, which you should do if you're thinking about it this month, because you'll get that adventure kit also. Real quickly, another bag came with my delivery. This is our 10-piece set. I'll show you what those looked like for November. This is definitely a sneak peek for what's going to be on the site in just a couple months. So these bright pink, hot pink beauties with teal inking are a signature set of ours, which means it's a 10-piece set. So in addition to a standard 7-piece set, you also get Chonky D20, this one, in beautiful bright pink with teal inking. Gorgeous. And you also get a logo D6, which is a slightly enlarged D6, and it has our logo on it. That's in addition to the standard D6. And in addition to your standard Caltrop D4, you get an Infinity D4. The Infinity D4, the Chonky, and the logo D6, and our font that we created a mold for and everything are what sets these apart from our standard 7-piece set. So this is a signature Dice Envy set. And this was a lot of fun. These are colors we choose. We go through, decide what kind of effects and things. We'll get a little bit more into that later because we actually did a lot of that today. Another card for Ceresian Clouds. Very beautiful set. And this is like a sneak peek real quick because these are freaking gorgeous. I'm not going to go too far into these today, but I'm obsessed with them. So when we do put them on the site, sometime in the first quarter of next year, you're going to hear a lot about these because I'm in love with them. These are the metal set. So again, bag, logo, metal set, 8-piece set. Move out of the way, other dice. These are pretty and I want to show them off. Get out of here. These are, oh yes, we're going to hold them up close, don't worry. Sunset, I believe that's right, Sigil. Sunset Sigil. This is our Dice Envy original design. This is our sigil design. Dylan designed this sigil design years and years ago, and we have recreated it occasionally. And this version specifically, freaking gorgeous. Rose gold metal dice. It's got a like almost matte silver inking in it. And these are just so freaking pretty. These are easily my favorite set of dice that we released this year. Cannot wait to drop these next year. These are great. Sunset Sigil. These just came out so beautiful. I was very skeptical when we were choosing ink colors for this set because I was like, silver on rose gold. There's no way that's going to look good. I can't even begin to describe how beautiful these are. They are just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to shut up about these because otherwise I will go on forever because they are so nice. Side note, for any of the rest of you who got a November sub box recently, we found out through a very helpful customer this morning who DM'd me, I think on Instagram, and was like, hey, by the way, the names on your cards have been flipped, like swapped out. So if you did get, if you got both, you're fine, you'll figure it out. But if you only got one of the 10-piece or the metal, then it might be a little confusing because the titles are swapped. So the hot pink set is called Ceresian Clouds, and the metal, gorgeous, most beautiful set we've ever made is called Sunlight Sigil, not Sunset. Sunlight Sigil. I will get used to that and definitely remember it because I'll be saying it a lot next year when we drop these. So essentially that's what you can expect if you get a subscription box from Dice Envy. Either in just 7-piece, just 10-piece, just metal, or you can combine them. But if you're like, oh, I need my standard sets, I need to like collect, I need to become the ultimate dice goblin, 7-piece might be essential. But, I'm a sucker for shiny things, so I want to add a metal subscription. You can do both. We don't currently have any bundling advantages for doing both, except for that you only have to pay for the shipping once. So if you do get both, then you only have to pay for shipping once. So that's kind of nice. Okay. Sub boxes. I feel like a little weird about revealing like recent sub boxes because I lose track of like who's seen what and who should see what. And now we got like a whole month of non-drops before these will even start to get dropped. So it's very like, am I doing something I'm not supposed to be doing right now? Okay. So yeah, that's the sub box. I'm very excited about Sunlight Sigil. Very, very pretty. Okay, what else were we talking about? Oh, the archives. Okay, so in the newsletter, the other thing we talked about was the archives. So speaking of subscription boxes, the whole story is they do look like C-3PO. We should make C-3PO dice. Maybe we will. I think we could do that. We could change. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I think it's a good idea though. The story behind the archives. Okay, so another lovely customer reached out. I think it was about something else, but then offhandedly mentioned that they would enjoy a log of sorts on the website in order to go through past months and years of subscription dice, what we've done, what we've offered, what we've sent out. And I was like, yeah, that's a genius idea. Why don't we have that? I have that in material form at my house here in my office. Here's an example of that. It's going to get loud, so I apologize. There we go. But it's just a box. It's segmented. You can kind of see. And luckily, the size of the box, each segment fits a 10-piece and a metal set and the card that goes with it. So I've got the logs, like the physical logs I've got 4 boxes worth. So that's back through all of 2022, which makes sense because that's when I started working here. But not very easily navigable by anyone on our website. So it's like, let's make a page. We should make a page. So Joni, our lovely Joni, was tasked with collecting all of the pictures, all the names, tagging all of those products so that you can see them if they're still available, and then putting it all on like literal pages that you can see. So that's a new thing we have is the archives on the website. I'm going to go ahead and go to them so you can see where they are. So on the website here, you go up to the subscription box tab, and at the bottom of the menu is the archives. And if you load that up, it is still very much under construction aesthetically. I found a royalty-free image of some books, some old books with some numbers on them, and looks like some mold too, so that's lovely. And then if you scroll down, we've just got different links for each year. So let's grab a year. Let's just start from the beginning. We're not going to go slowly through all of these. You can go check them out yourself, but I want you to see what we're talking about here when we're talking about the archives. So here, 2018 is when the sub box started, and that's 4 years before I got hired And wait, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 4 whole years. Wow. And 4 years before anyone thought it would be a good idea to write things down. So we have very scattered and loose ideas of what went out each of the months in 2018. You'll see some question marks here because I scoured our shared drive for digital evidence of what belonged here, and then Joni followed up and did the same, and neither of us could find this information. So what we do have, we put here. Also, you'll notice at the top of the headers, original, basic, and sampler were the original boxes. I do want to have David and probably Ian on here eventually to talk about this ancient history of Dice Envy, because I'm still not 100% clear what all these things meant. But I think original, I think it started with basic, and then they named another one original, and the difference between the two I'm not sure about. And then the sampler, I think, was just one single die that they sent out also. So lots of question marks and unknowns there, but I put what info we could find, Joni and I collected and put on this page. So if we go back, we'll just skip a couple years because it's a little bit more of that until they start taking pictures of things, and then it gets easier to keep track of everything. But here is 2021. So you'll see now we have some pictures. Wonderful. Product photos. Dylan got way better taking product photos. You'll see if you dig back into the older years. And we've got some really nice classic designs here. If you'll notice, there's a Midnight Sigil. I don't know if this was the original the original print of Midnight Sigil. That's a Dylan question and something I'd love to have him on the show for. But you'll see here we've got some classics, some heavy hitters. Ooh, Necromancer Barbie is really pretty. That's good to know. But yeah, so also very useful for us while doing sub-box planning, that we'll talk about in a minute, is being able to see all of these at a glance. And then because it's a collections page, we're able to tag the dice that still exist. So Prismatic Tempest, I think originally released as Prismatic Storm, is still available today, as well as Favorite Anemone and Miami Dice. So that's fun. And then I'll just pop over one more year so you guys can see the latest version of this is 2024. I need to get in and do 2025 with Joni soon. But yeah, so if anyone here has been a subscriber since 2024, then you'll recognize some of these familiar sets, and a lot of these are still available on the site, so you can read the titles, see the pictures, and then see what's still available down here. Which is also really great if you, for whatever reason, needed to pause your subscription, because now you can go find what you missed, and then if it's still available, you can order it. Okay, so that's the archives. Still working on it, still work in progress. Definitely want to make it like cool and pretty. I had an idea for like, I'm not obsessed, but I really like William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist. God, I really like The Exorcist, and in the book and in the movie, there's a lot of scenes where they're out archaeologically like digging for stuff, and then they find cool creepy stuff. So I kind of want that like vibe, but I don't know that I'm gonna get it. Or like The Mummy, which I think they're doing again. But yeah, like that kind of digging for lost stuff vibe. We'll see if I can pull it off. I'm not the best at the whole web design thing, so. All right, I'm just gonna scroll through the chat here real quick while you guys get the water. Oh, glad to hear it, BB Dub. I'm glad that you enjoyed going through the archives. I also had to think about like what to name it, and it was like, The Archives sounds good. Okay, sweet. I don't see any questions, I don't think. Okay. Curation is important, and I will mention also that every single year we've given it a solid effort. I'm sorry, since 2022. I can't speak to previous years. But since 2022, we have given it a solid effort to keep all the sets that are going to go out each month, which for the longest time has been 2 sets, a 10-piece and a metal, linked to each other through theme or color or vibe or whatever. Oftentimes in 2022 and 2023, those plans would just be cast aside by the will of shipping and manufacturing time and being in the office when boxes were delivered, etc., cards not getting printed, a whole bunch of stuff can interrupt. Manufacturing itself is sometimes unpredictable. So things do throw us off sometimes, but we try to keep it together. And since we have Maria manning the dice naming and copy department, she's really good at taking something that is completely unrelated to this other thing and making it make sense. So we really like that. Everyone loves a theme, you know? You like a theme, you like a vibe. Okay, that was the archives. Now what's next? I gotta pull up my OBS summary thing here. Subbox planning. Okay, so speaking of planning for subboxes and liking themes, this morning I woke up and it was a multifaceted morning, because first you wake up and it's Tuesday, the day after Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which I was dealing with until midnight last night. So you wake up and you're like, sale season is over, which, you know, like good and bad. We have fun doing sale season, but it's a lot of work. So that was a relief. And then immediately it's December 1st, which means advent calendars are being opened by all of you all across the world. And thankfully, you're tagging us on social media and I'm getting to see those reveals, which is actually warms my heart, which is wonderful, but also is this is going to take a full-on hour of this morning, because I'm just going to be glued here watching everyone's videos, commenting on everyone's posts, reposting everyone's posts, because I get wrapped up in the joy of the advent calendar season just as much as you guys do. So that was a whole other thing. And then I saw on my calendar, once I was done with the advent calendar loveliness, that we had a sub box planning meeting today at 11 o'clock, because it never stops. We're through sale season and right on into sub box planning season, which is what we did for 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe, earlier today. So I don't know. I can't share any concrete plans, mostly because they're not concrete yet. We have concepts of a plan and that we've been putting together. I want to show you this, because I don't want anyone to get the idea that we've got those a map and sticks and we're pushing things across the table. We've got a whiteboard and rulers and stuff. It's not super complicated. What is we all get on Zoom. We all get on Zoom from our separate houses so that we can pull up our website, our subbox log, pictures of old dice, and then discuss what we're feeling for the following year. And part of that, I will give you a little bit of a peek at how the sausage is made here, is a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet, necessary for any plan, really. So just a little glimpse at the kind of things that we write down. You can see here, I've literally just used what Google Drive allowed us to use for colors in order to tag the months of last year, see what kinds of colors we put out in dice, try to get as close as possible, but we all remember what those dice looked like. And then we give it our best effort to keep it varied the following year. So we don't go too many years back, because if we tried to make sure we had an even number of reds and greens, it would get crazy. But we do try to keep it mixed up for the following year. So on the left, you'll see 2024's colors on the left, and then the next column over is 2025's colors, and then the next column is 2026's hopeful colors. So through all the ideas and iterations and old ideas that we've had, we've written down, we want to make happen at some point, we tag them with their closest color to make sure it's not just a year of purple, which we could very easily do because purple is an amazing dye color. And then the metal on the right hand side is also the shakeout of the colors. So this is basically it. This is it. And then I have a much more thorough like Pantone mock-up Photoshop sort of deal that I eventually will have to get into. That's a later today thing. But yeah, generally it's just like loose ideas, like I said, stuff that we've been in love with for a while and want to have happen. Now, that being said, as long as you don't, you're okay with sharing, if you ever have an idea for a set of dice and you're like, oh man, this would be super cool. What if we did Transformers dice or Cheetos dice or whatever you think of. I'm always around at hello@diceenvy.com, and you can definitely email me your ideas as long as you don't mind them getting used, because if it's good, we will use it. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. The Polyphylactery. That is an insane name. I wished I thought about it, but also I wish I thought of it, but also I would not have gone with that because I would have a really hard time typing that out every time, just like I do with regular phylacteries. Okay. Dicey Mango birthday celebration set. Actually, I've been thinking about that because this is not a next year thing. 2025 was a challenge, one that we rose to, which we're very happy about, but it's a challenge, and we are not in any shape to do fun, cool, extra things right now. But one of the fun, cool, extra things I do want to do in the future, maybe 2027, is a set that we send out for you guys on your birthdays. I don't know how we would like wrap it into some sort of like rewards program or something. I don't know, but I do want to do that where it's like, thank you for being a fan, Dice Goblin with us. Here's a little something, even if it's just a little something. But yeah, I do like the idea of a celebration set. Also, Dicey Mango, I don't remember. I think her name's Kristen. Ian or Dylan would have a better idea here, but we used to have a set called like Kristen's 4th birthday or Happy Birthday Kristen or something like that. And it was very much a birthday set of dice. I'll try to find that. Let me write a note for myself. I'll try to find that and bring it to share next time, the picture of it. Because it's always fun to hear it come up when someone's like, oh yeah, you remember, that's like when we did Happy Birthday Kristen. I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay. I am going to read all of these. I usually end up reading the whole chat after we're done. Soccer Dice Pip Pip, I'm so sorry. It's probably not happening this year though. We went through the planning and it's not looking good for Soccer Dice. Okay. Oh, I'll show you. So another thing that I bring to the Zoom when we do our sub box planning is the box I showed you. I'll just give you a little extra peek here. And I need to store the latest dice that we just looked at. Oh, that's way too close. Let's see if we can get everybody in there. Yeah. So this box is great. Holds 12 of this size slots, so it's perfect. Let's go ahead and store these November dice. November needs dice. I'll also have to take these back out when I do pictures later on to share on socials, but for now they can live in here all happy like. We put the cards in there too. Fit perfectly. Very happy with this box. It's on Amazon. I don't know what it's called. I don't have Amazon anymore, but Maria's ordering me a new one for next year's dice. I'm very happy about it. But yeah, it's a great box. All right. November birthday box would obviously be the best. Absolutely. 100% agree there. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's simple. This is all the dice from this year. I have one box for every year, so it keeps everything together. And then we could be like, oh, we did during the meeting today. It's like, what if we do a wispy painty set in like green and black was one of the ones that we were like mulling around, and it was for later in the year. So then I can take a look at this box this year and be like, oh, when's the last time we did that effect? And we released it compared to today, relatively recently in October, this guy, which I don't know if you guys have seen yet. We haven't dropped it yet. I think I showed you on the chat though. But it's very pretty, very pretty. But yeah, so I can be like, oh yeah, the last one we did or will have done is October 2025. So if we're planning on doing another wispy set, albeit in different colors, in November of 2026, then that's a good amount of time, good amount of space. Same thing with like orange dice. We went all out with orange within Queso this year. So if we're gonna do orange, maybe we don't do neon orange again in 2026. Maybe we do a different shade of orange, which actually we are gonna do. And I'm very excited about that set if we pull it off. So yeah, so just a little glimpse into how the sausage is made. It's fun. This is probably the most fun part about working for a dice company, other than talking to you guys, like through email and socials and the stream here. I like hearing that you guys are happy, so that's probably my favorite part. But they don't get to do that, so dice picking is probably their favorite part. Okay, that's sub box planning. If you ever have any questions, oh thanks, that's Iskella Brockton. He's silly. I don't remember. I think he might have been 2024 Halloween sticker Brockton. Oh, we need to get more of those printed. If you guys have any questions ever about how the sausage is made, if you ever have any comments, curiosities, you're always welcome to email me at hello@diceenvy.com. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat at the same time I'm talking. A retired Brockton sticker pack. The problem with that is that retired Brocktons are just Brocktons we don't have any more of, so then we'd have to order a whole bunch more in order to make the sticker pack. And why make old Brocktons when you can make new Brocktons? Okay, that was sub box planning. I have one more thing left for today, and then we will call it a day, and I'm going to eat so much soup later. It's not even funny. I want to unveil Advent dice this year. I'm going to do that this year here on the stream. We're going to catch up to the day before, so we're going to catch up to the Monday before the stream throughout December. Yeah, I think, unless like whatever, I have to skip one stream for some reason, but we're going to pop Advents. If you didn't get an Advent, this is a great way to find out what's in them. If you didn't get an Advent and you decide you still want one, we still have them on the site. Let's do it. Should we start with Santa or Krampus? I'm not going to put the soup in my dice tray, Swim Girl. I want to be able to eat the soup. The soup is good. Santa or Krampus? I'm taking votes. Krampus, Yondu says. Yondu says we will do. All right, here's Krampus. He's been waiting not all year, a lot of the year to be revealed. So we're going to do it. Day one. We're only going to do day one because yesterday was December 1st, the first day. And I don't want to do any spoilers day of in case anyone has them and hasn't opened their day 2 yet. So we're always just going to catch up to whatever the day before was. So if it's still a spoiler and you don't want it spoiled, go away, turn off your screen. I will be talking and showing this. Here we go. I wish I had like a little automated drum roll machine. Mina, get down here and do a drum roll for me. Whoa. All right. Day one, Krampus calendar. What do you got for us, Krampus? Let's take a, oh, that's right. It's a coin. It's an inspiration coin. We make inspiration coins and sell them on our site. They've been very popular, strangely. So we were like, let's do a special one for Advent calendars this year. This is technically a D2. It's a coin. It says Dice Envy Nice Nice on one side, and then it says Dice Envy Naughty Naughty on the other side. There's Krampus's face on what I assume would be tails of the coin. It is a gunmetal color with the inset area is darker, so it's almost like black on the inside, and then the whole thing is spattered in blood. So very Krampus appropriate. It's a coin. It's lovely. It's got good weight to it. It's a calendar exclusive, so you won't find these anywhere else. Brockton's wearing a Santa hat, speaking of extra Brocktons. And then there's Brockton with strange facial hair and horns, and also the Santa hat. Is that horn coming out? Dylan is very detail oriented, so sometimes I see things that like I would have just stuck the horn right on top, but he has the horn actually like coming out of a hole in the Santa hat, which is probably how you would wear it if you had horns. So there we go. So day one, starting off with an inspiration coin. I will have another comment about that in a moment, but let's get to Santa first before we start making comments about things. Santa's nice calendar, so nice. Day one. All right, drumroll, Mina. She's doing it in her sleep. Here we go. Gotta reach in, tear it out. Another coin. This coin it's the same mold, so you still get Krampus and you get Santa Brockton, but it's bright electroplated red, and it is just the prettiest, most Christmassy red. This thing is gorgeous. I love it. It kind of reminds me of those like foil covered chocolates that you get, I think, during the holiday season. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's kind of catching the light a little weird there, but it's like a deep red. It's like deep Santa red. So yeah, great little coin. And together, you get two little inspo coins. What did I do with the other one? No way I lost that. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. So yeah, there you go. Day one of Santa and Krampus. The comment I have on this is that we are not going to, we led with the coin during Advent calendar planning last year when we like plan out what we're going to put in the calendar, and then we slot out which days we're going to put things in, and then like fingers crossed that actually happens. But we did lead with the coin because we are silly. And we were like, the inspiration coin is a great way to kick off. It's got our Brockton on it, like puts you in the mood. It shows off the vibes very well. Like this is going to be very representative of the different things that are in the two different boxes, like what divides them: blood splattered Brockton and shiny red Brockton. But what I realized after a couple comments from people this year, after opening day one, early, mind you, was that a coin is a little disappointing if you get a dice calendar and it starts with a coin, which technically is a D2, but isn't a die. So especially if you're not familiar with Dice Envy and Brockton, etc., we've decided if we do another coin in the future, or any other non-typical dice or items, we will not lead with them, because the last thing I want for all of you, the last thing any of us want for all of you, is to be disappointed on day one of your Advent calendars. But hopefully the disappointment's not too great. There are a lot of dice in this calendar, in both calendars, and a lot of really cool, good, unique things. So I know at the end of the day everyone's going to walk away happy, but it's about delivery, and I get that. It's all about the experience. Let's take a quick look, since we're here, of Santa's list, and we'll go to Krampus's list. Didn't notice the blood splat. Sorry, I'm in chat. Didn't notice the blood splatters. There are blood splatters. It's very cool. He's speckled, and it's not blood. It's red frosting. Blood would be. That's violent. There's no way Brockton would ever be violent. Santa Day 2 is gorgeous. I see a couple comments. That's good. I'm glad you guys like it. I like it too. It's a great, great set. It's almost so good that I'm bummed that it has to be an Advent exclusive. It will be, because that's the deal with exclusives, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. I don't see any questions, so let's read the list. Santa's list. This was an interesting task sometime this year, early this year, when I was putting together this artwork. It was like, I need a list. We're going to make a list of the goods and then the bads. Like the naughty list and the nice list. So this is the nice list. We've got did we go through this already? I'm having I'm having deja vu. Ring bearers, the Kingsguard. The Kingsguard, like in Game of Thrones. They're supposed to be good. They're good most of the time. Poetic bards. Poetic bards, not horny bards. That's the difference. Noble adventurers. Sword pullers, like Sword in the Stone style. Life clerics, very helpful. Always appreciated on a team. Brockton is definitely making our nice list. He is the best. He's a very good boy. Heroic outlaws. That's more of like your Firefly, like what's his name, Mal? Like, yeah, criminal with a heart of gold kind of thing. Only a criminal because the laws are the way that they are, which I guess is every criminal, but it doesn't matter. And then hidden down here under the dice, it actually says good guys. I put good guys. I needed like another name, like another word. And it was like, just put good guys. It was easy. Superheroes, elven queens, except for Galadriel. When she like Galadriel's out, then I think she would be on the naughty list. But every other time, she's on the nice list. Fairy godparents, always on the nice list. Rebel fighters, absolutely. Familiars, especially cat familiars. Mina's asleep. Hot vampires, definitely on the nice list. We love them. This is Fremen Warriors, and it's hiding behind a die because I wasn't 100% sure about like copyright issues. I don't really know how like litigious the Dune people are. So, and then this says Guardian Angels is what's behind here. So that's our nice list. Let's take a look at our naughty list. And then I promise we'll leave, and I'll go get some soup and enjoy the rest of my day pulling Pantones and photoshopping mock-ups. Krampus list, Ring Race, so yeah, naughty list. Those guys are spooky. Monster Hunters, I mean, I get it. They probably have to do a lot of bad things in order to hunt monsters. Oh, or maybe it's like, there's like a show, I feel like, where there's a monster hunter. It's maybe on the naughty list. Spoopy Ghosts. Too spoopy, gotta go on the naughty list, sorry. Trevor the Archlich. Trevor has been very bad. We're dealing with it. He's received his punishments, but he's gonna be okay. He might make the nice list next year. Shoulder demons. Oh, like you get your little and your angel and your demon. Yeah, definitely naughty list. Those guys are up to no good. Mimics. Mimics probably feel like they're on the nice list for a while, and then all of a sudden naughty list. Wicked witches, just the wicked ones, not the good ones. Alien overlords, yeah, that's fair. And down here we've got bad guys, again, sort of last minute filler line. Dark lords, definitely naughty list. Greedy dragons, yes, because dragons by their very nature are greedy and protective of their stash. So if you had like a greedy dragon, then that's just like, that's too much. You're on the naughty list. Super villains, yeah, they're cool though, right? This is also the cool list, clearly. Hot vampires making another appearance on also the naughty list. That was Dave's idea. We put the hot vampires on the naughty list at first, or no, on the nice list at first, and Dave was like, they should just go on both lists, and I think that's accurate. Gooey oozes. Gooey ones specifically, I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a non-gooey ooze out there, but there might be. Evil kings, specifically evil kings. Imperial officers, yep, you got your rebel fighters on one end, you got your imperial officers on the other end, very clear cut. And again, dodging IP, we've got your Kwisatz Haderach hidden down here behind that D20. So that's it. That's the list. They were a lot of fun to put together. I don't really remember the experience that well, but I do remember hot vampires being a Dave thing, and me being afraid of being sued by Dune. So that's the end of that. 2026 Pantone Color of the Year. I used to love those Pip Pip Cherry Roll. I've been in graphic design for like too long now, and I used to love those, but every once in a while it was just like, what are you smoking right now? Like I remember one year it was like some kind of like pukey brown, and I was like, no, I no longer trust your recommendations, but I'll still check it out. All right guys, I think that's it. I don't see any more questions. Oh, Angel 81. Day 5 was an interesting surprise. In what situation might I use them? Angel 81, make sure you tune in next week when we open Day 5 and we'll talk about it. I don't remember offhand what it was, so we'll see and then we'll share. I'm trying to think of what it could be now, but nothing's coming to mind. We'll find out. Angel 81, come to the show, come to the stream next week if you can, and if you miss it, then just email me and I'll be like, oh yeah, it was this and we use it for this. But that's exciting. Now I'm very curious about what Day 5 is. Okay, I think that's it. You guys have a wonderful week. Thank you for bearing with me through sale season and for joining in on sale season. It was a lot of fun, a lot of whirlwind and a lot of chaos, but a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm excited. Next week, I don't think we have anything to talk about next week, so we'll probably do a giveaway. And yeah, I don't know what next week is because we're not doing any more drops. I think we're done with sales. So I don't know. We'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out together. We'll have a great week. You guys have a great week. Stay hydrated, stay safe, happy rolling, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye everybody.